Hi, today we're going to talk about Achilles tendinitis, or more accurately, Achilles tendinopathy. We'll discuss what it is, what causes it, and what you can do about it. Hi, this is my wife Danny. She's also running the Bear 100-mile race. Today she's going to be my mom. We have the two heads of the gastrocnemius muscle. Deep to that is the soleus. Those two muscles together come in and form the Achilles tendon. As we're running and we impact the ground and come through mid-stance, we put a lot of strain through that Achilles tendon. With Achilles tendinosis, we may develop a nodule or some thickening of the tendon in this area. Our younger runners, they might get true Achilles tendinitis, which is an inflammation of the sheath that surrounds that tendon. And in that case, when we move that ankle back and forth, we might even hear and feel some of that creaking of that swelling through the tendon. Some joints that are important to proper mobility through the ankle include the talocrural joint, as well as the subtalar joint. The talocrural joint is responsible for allowing our ankle to dorsiflex and plantar flex. The subtalar joint allows our foot to invert and evert. Let's talk about some things you can do to help manage Achilles tendinopathy. Foam rolling is a great way to reduce some of the muscle tightness in your calf. Stacking the other foot on top of your leg can help give some added pressure to get into the muscle a little deeper. When using the stick, I really like to work towards that inside angle on that medial gastroc, and usually you can find a lot of tightness there. So one of the keys to recovery from Achilles tendinopathy is to load the Achilles tendon and develop strength in the calf, but especially in the tendon itself. So we're going to progressively load the tendon. First we're going to start with heel raises. As you get stronger, then you can work on lifting up with both feet, shifting over to one leg, and lowering down on the other side. And then we can go to just single leg heel raises from that point. The next progression is to go onto a step. And we're going to go back to just stand on both feet again, doing our heel raise. And then again, as we get stronger, we're going to shift over to one leg and lower down. Really making sure to work the full range of the ankle. And then again, we can progress to doing just single leg heel raises. If we have flexibility issues in the calf, we'll want to address those as well. Keep the stretching gentle in the more acute phase. Having the knees straight focuses primarily on the gastroc. We can shift the focus to the soleus by bending the knees. You want to hold your stretches for about 30 seconds and repeat 3 times. If symptoms aren't healing on their own, then it's time to get some help. Your PT may use deep soft tissue work or instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization to address some of the tightness in the calf that could be contributing to your symptoms. If we can find trigger points in the calf that are referring into the Achilles tendon, then trigger point dry needling may be helpful. So if we do notice some joint stiffness, then your physical therapist might get in and do a little bit of mobilization either to that talocrural joint, or maybe they'll even work into that subtalar joint. And I'm going to have Danny just lay on her stomach for me to work into that. There's multiple different directions that we could utilize to try and improve that mobility in the joint depending on what we felt there. So some other things you can do to help self-manage is, first of all, you might look at getting a stability shoe for running. You can go to your local running store, have them look at your mechanics and see if that might be something that would help you out a little bit. Another option is using taping, either kinesiology taping or also low dye taping. Is another good way to help control some of the pronation through the foot and ankle complex, which may take some load off the Achilles tendon. And then another thing is you could actually use an over-the-counter orthotic. And you want an orthotic that actually provides some support. So you notice the rigidity of the support here, so it helps to control the foot coming into pronation. Probably the biggest factor with Achilles tendinopathy, or really any chronic running injuries, is training errors. So really take a look back at your running log. Have you been increasing mileage too quickly, doing a lot of speed work, Have you transitioned over to doing a lot of trails and doing a lot of incline work? Those things are going to load the Achilles a lot more. So you might look at reducing your mileage, spreading your mileage out, decreasing some of the intensity work, and then just starting to work through a plan to more gradually build up to those things.